Well, you guys, that's it. That's our last bale of the season. Nice to be done with haying for the year.
Looks like we finished just in time too. Couldn't cut it much closer.
So I'm out driving truck today in Jackson. Just wanted to show you guys how close winter is around here. So what I'm working on today, I'm just trying to get these center pivots drained out and winterized and get the buried line drained out. So we've been having frost every morning this week. It's gonna start getting pretty cold. So I want to get all this water out of this irrigation system just so nothing freezes and breaks. So I'm gonna start here on the end of this pivot. I need to open up and clean out this sand trap here, dump all the mud and everything else that builds up in there out. And then this hose here that dangles down, I need to open up that valve so the water can drain out of that. And here at the center point, this elbow here usually stays full of water. So there's a plug here on the bottom that I got to pull to drain all that water out. Looks like there's some gopher teeth right here. Maybe an owl or something's been munching on it. So we'll let that drain out and let's go do the exact same thing on that upper pivot. So then different points along this buried line, we've got these drain valves. I already drained this one out, but I'll show you at least what they look like. I don't know if you can see down there or not, but in the bottom of this barrel, there's a valve you can open and it drains the buried line. So that water line's buried about 3 feet underground, and that's what brings all of our water down here in the field, you know, from the pump house up there. And then it goes over to the pivot, and then this pivot, then all along these risers here. So I'll just go along and open up all those and drain them out to get the water out of that buried line just so it doesn't freeze and burst this winter. So that valve I just barely showed you that was inside the barrel, that's the biggest opening that we have for some of these valves. The rest of them are just like this, little PVC pipes with caps on them. And you open up the cap and then the valve's down inside there. And I just use this opener to open and close them valves. So I finished straightening out our irrigation system last night, and this morning I had a few cows to load up. So the cows are slowly starting to come off the range. We still got another week before our actual roundup, but we brought a bunch of these cows down that were making their way back home. I think I've got a pair in here, and I think my dad's got a pair that I got to cut out. I guess they already cut out about 15, 20 pair of Randalls, and it's funny, some of these older cows, they just kind of know the routine, and they eventually start making their way back home sometimes before we want them to. So I'll get these cows loaded up and run them down to the river where the mother cows are. So here's my pair here. They're sure looking good. It's a good looking calf. The battery on my GoPro was dead, and I didn't bring them out for my phone, so I won't be able to really record any of this. I just got to open this gate and let them into this alley here. I'll run right into the trailer there. I just got to cut out my dad's cows now. I figured since I got these ones so easy, I'd get them separate, then I'll deal with my dad's. Yep. 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 Come on. So here's my dad's cow right here. Doesn't look like she has a calf, so I'll just grab her and get them loaded up. So I got my dad's cow in here and separated. I'm gonna make one more pass through these cows and make sure I'm not leaving anything behind. Hey, goes. Hey, goes. Hey, goes. Hey, goes. All right, I think we're good. Get those 3 loaded up and head on down to the river. The herd's pretty interested in them. So this is going to be our life for the next month or so. Just picking up groups of cows here and there. Even after we do the big roundup next Saturday, there's always stragglers that keep, you know, coming down after that. So we'll be doing a bit of running around here for a while. So now that that job's done, I'm gonna go grab some breakfast real quick and do a few things around the house. Then I'm gonna come back out and work on a few fencing projects that I have. Just trying to get things ready so we can bring the cows home next Saturday. We had a change of plans. We had to go up and sort off a bunch of cows, and I ended up having 3 more pair that we're hauling back down here to the river again. So we'll go get these dumped out and hopefully get started on some fencing here pretty soon. So one thing kind of led to another today. So I'm finally getting down to work on this fence a little bit. So all I'm doing right now is just taking out the rest of this electric fence that I tore out the other week. So I need to take these posts and move it up here closer to the slough, put up another electric fence up there. So the last thing I'm gonna do tonight is put up a little electric fence right through this area here. So this section of the fence right here needs to be replaced. So I just put up an electric fence kind of up and around here. So I'm gonna finish that up tonight and probably call it a day. Our cows officially start coming home off the range here in about 4 days. So this morning I'm just working on getting some more electric fence put up and getting everything ready. So we're ready for this Saturday. I went and bought another fence charger. So I need to pull this out of the box and get it facing towards the sun for the next 2 or 3 days to get it charged up, and so it's ready. And these panels here in the front of our house, I need to put them back up in that fence line because we were using those earlier this spring to keep them orphan calves in and move them around. So I need to get those put back up. So this pasture here by the slough is ready to go. So the batteries come undone in these chargers, so I need to just hook that back up and get it set up. So I bought another one of these SpeedRite fence chargers. I bought one last year and I've sure liked it so far, so I got another one. Hopefully we can get some sun over the next couple days. It's been raining pretty much non-stop for the last 3-4 days, and this is the clearest it's been. The storm's supposed to start breaking up today and be nice and clear the next 3 or 4 days. So hopefully have some good weather for the roundup. So we got these panels put up, so we'll move on to the next job. I finished getting this little stretch electric fence put up. I just have it open right here so we can get through this gate. But when we want to shut it, I got some handles on the end of that wire. I'll just hook it to that post over there. We'll have a gate coming across here. So this is the next fence on my list. Just putting an electric fence around this old creamery here. Going right through here, then down that way and tying into that fence there. So I'll get this one put up. And I got a couple more spots over here by Tin Cup I need to look at. I'm sure you can see behind me, this is our elk fence that we're still in the process of working on. It's slowly sifting its way to the top of my to-do list. I really need to get started on building those braces. That's kind of what we're waiting on, is just getting the metal braces built. So I don't think I'm going to be taking this fence down very often, so I'm just going to reuse some of this metal wire that I got on it. So the next thing I need to do is put up these panels on either side of this bridge. Because what we got here is we share this bridge with our neighbor. So we've got this piece right here that we use this bridge to get across to. And my neighbor's got this piece right over here. So we got to just kind of do a makeshift fence here when we bring the cows in that we can take down so everyone can get their equipment across here when we're haying and all that. So I just need to put these panels back up and make this cow tight. So I got those panels patched together. It's not a very pretty fence over there, but it seems to do the job. So the next thing I want to do, and hopefully the last thing, I don't know if you can see the wire that goes across Tin Cup here. I like to get down here in the bottom of the river, just run a couple pieces of electric wire across there with ribbon, just to try to deter anything that might get down in the river here and be eaten along the bank. It's probably not super necessary this year because the river's still so high. And last year I was able to walk across this whole river just in my muck boots, and so it wasn't much past my shins, but looks like this year it's still probably waist deep or so. Luckily I brought some duck waders with me. They're about chest high, so I'll wade in there and run them wires across. Okay, let's see how deep this water is. Ouch. It's about waist deep on me. Probably isn't necessary doing this, but like that saying, an ounce of prevention's worth a pound of cure. So it'll only take me, 5 minutes to put up this wire, and maybe it'll save me an afternoon of chasing cows if I didn't do it. So all I usually do is just tie off here on this bush, run a wire about eye level over to this side, and put a bunch of flags on it. So that's all I do, just run that wire across there with them ribbons. I really doubt anything's gonna be wading down this river this fall, but better safe than sorry. So we should be pretty squared away. You can see the wires here. The fence starts right up here on the other side of this willow. So we're good on that side, and same thing on this side. It goes right through that willow and just starts right there. So nothing's gonna get through either side here. So if you guys remember any of my videos from this spring when I was showing you some of the flooding, I'm gonna walk up here to this bank and kind of show you how much Tin Cup drops over the summer and how much the water levels change. So if you look right across here and see that big old bank right here, that water level this spring was up and above that bank in a lot of places. And I don't know how well you can tell on camera, but that bank's probably 7 or 8 feet higher from the top of the water, where the top of the water is right now. So that's a good 7 or 8 feet in fluctuation there. And you see Piper up here on that bank watching us. So that kind of gives you an idea how tall that is. So let's climb out of here and move on to our next job. Seeing how high this river is still makes me want to go fishing. There's some pretty nice fishing holes in Tin Cup. There it goes. There it goes. So I brought home 9 pair already, and a roundup hasn't even started yet. That's the most I've ever brought home before roundup. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching. Have a good day.